NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. The opening tip to the Pistons, and we're underway at Little Caesars Arena. To Griffin. Oh, he had him there for a second. He can't get past it.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Jackson to Luke Kennard. Griffin. His first effort off the mark. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Reggie Jackson. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
That is great vision to set it up. They left Blake Griffin wide open, and he buries the three. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Jackson with it. They're down 3. Great pass to set it up. Jackson. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Leonard. Oh, he's 3 for 3 to start this game from downtown.
Nothing the defense is doing is making him uncomfortable. As an offensive guy, I love starting the game, finding my rhythm.
He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Leonard on fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
To Drummond. Kennard to Griffin. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Can't get past the defender. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Griffin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Leonard. Andre Drummond pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pistons have it. Kennard to Jackson. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Griffin. Curling inside. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide-open three.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he misses that one free throw. It's Detroit's ball. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Kawhi Leonard here against Morris. Beyond the arc for three. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Leonard.
Number 0, Andre Drummond.
Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Deep three at the buzzer. We played one at Little Caesars Arena with the Pistons on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops. But boy, was that fun to watch.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay, well, you win.
Pistons ball here. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Leonard. And Griffin, the rebound. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Paul George gets it in the left corner. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. It's PG for two. Not that time. Rose into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Works it to Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound taken by Zaza. Rose tosses. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Layup goes down. Well done. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. Up until the end
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. The possession in favor of Detroit. Driving right to the basket. And it's Zubats with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Morris. For three. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. He struggled so far and hits the first free throw. Second and three, got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Passed it off and throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Leonard. And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got him. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Even to Zubats, able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
George against Markieff Morris. Leaving no doubt, slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
First one, count it. It's a second, one more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. And finishes strong.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Nothing going here on that drive. George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George, second effort. Off the assist.
The assist from number 40, even size Zubac.
I got ball.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Clippers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. To George. nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Beverly. Reggie Jackson sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard, another chance. Beverly to Leonard. Down the lane to lay it in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Griffin. Over to the right side. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard. Deep left corner. George lets it fly. Paul George. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Can't connect.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half, but now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
To Reggie Jackson. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
George to Leonard. George, he was all over him. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Paul George. Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Clippers have it. Williams to Paul George. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Baseline drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Leonard to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Rose into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Nice pass to set things up.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
George to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. Rose to Drummond. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Beverly to Paul George. Markieff Morris sends it away, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Knocks down all three at the line.
Stepping in for the Pistons, number 9.
Pistons have it. Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Pistons basketball here to start the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Griffin goes to the left side. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Leonard. That's how you defend. To Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And look out.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Griffin. Kennard to Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Beverly there to grab the rebound.
Hey, locked up. Watch that cut.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
New blood coming in for both sides. Derrick Rose. He's 3 for 7.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Griffin to Rose. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Rose into the front court. His team up by 1. To Drummond. Kennard. Rose. Not that time.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
George can't go down. Smothering defense. To Drummond. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard. Jumper's good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. That's no good. Pass stolen by Detroit.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Jackson to Drummond. Patrick Beverly tips it. They've recovered it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Jackson to Luke Kennard.
Subbing in for the Detroit Pistons.
Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. To Griffin. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Now the Clippers call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. The Pistons are the winners as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.